The Canyon ISD Board of Trustees has called a voter approval tax rate election set for Tuesday, November 7th. This short video will explain what a tax rate election is and demonstrate its effect on Canyon ISD. The purpose of a tax rate election is to ask the community to approve a tax rate that exceeds the district's voter approval tax rate. If passed, the proposal would allow Canyon ISD to gain an estimated $5.1 million annually in local and state funding, even while the total tax rate is decreasing. How is that possible? The Canyon Independent School District is funded primarily through local taxes and state funds. Local taxes are collected and go into two different funds: Maintenance and Operations, or M&O, and Interest and Sinking, or INS. The M&O fund goes to paying for everyday district operations like salaries and books and building maintenance, while the I&S is similar to a mortgage and can only be used to pay the debt on school bonds. Bonds pay for new school and capital improvement projects. The Board of Trustees has set the total tax rate at 96 cents, the lowest tax rate in Canyon ISD in 30 years. 69.92 cents for M&O and 26.08 cents for I&S. You will see the total tax rate for the 96 cents on the ballot, down from $1.14 total tax rate last year. Despite the overall decrease in the total tax rate, a voter approval tax rate election is required because Canyon ISD is seeking approval for 3 additional pennies to the M&O tax rate. If voters approve the 3 additional pennies for M&O, Canyon ISD will receive additional state funding with the additional local tax revenue. Meanwhile, the overall district tax rate would go down. And as we said before, the district's proposed 96-cent total tax rate will generate an estimated $5.1 million in additional revenue, $3.1 million from the state, and $2 million from local taxes. This additional revenue is not subject to the recapture system of school finance, better known as Robin Hood. So what would the additional $5.1 million be used for? By increasing the M&O budget, Canyon ISD will be able to increase safety and security, retain and recruit quality staff, access $3.1 million in state funding, reduce budget deficit, assist with increased costs due to inflation, and fund programs to benefit Canyon ISD students. It's important to note that we are only talking about the Canyon ISD tax rate, which is different from a homeowner's overall tax bill. Our Board of Trustees has called a tax rate election, but the voters are the ones who decide the outcome of the election. All eligible registered voters are encouraged to become informed and exercise your right to vote in the election. Early voting begins Monday, October 23rd and continues through Friday, November 3rd. Election Day is Tuesday, November 7th. Voting locations, times, and additional information can be found on our website.